James Ellsworth makes his Smackdown Live debut. And you know what? He's more over than Roman Reigns. Let's talk about it. You know, people need to get it through their heads. You watch me because A, you enjoy my content. B, you hate my content and you can't get enough of what I say. C, you fucking hate me so much yet still come here anyway because you enjoy what you hear come out of my mouth. I've benched people on Twitter who have been benched for over 2 years. And they still stalk my Twitter every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and every Sunday when there's a pay-per-view. I make one tweet about Roman Reigns. I make one tweet about James Ellsworth. I put them together in a blender. And I say, James Ellsworth, SmackDown Live debut. And you know what? He's more over than Roman Reigns. Obviously, it was the tweet of the night. Obviously, it was the one tweet that got everybody fucking just completely fucking salty to the point where, you know what? I'm glad I said what I said because, number one, it's true. Number two, I love making you fucking angry. And then I bench you. Because Roman Reigns fans, they are the dumbest fucking people. And I mean this with every fiber of my being. And I'm not editing this out. It has nothing to do with SmackDown's show tonight, which was overly positive, by the way. Roman Reigns fans are the dumbest fucking people on the internet. Yet you still watch me. You know I hate the way creative has handled Roman Reigns, and you still listen to every fucking word that comes out of my mouth. I actually had 2 tweets come at me that made me cringe. I don't know how else to put it. First of all, someone comes at me and tells me, well, JD, why are you watching SmackDown and talking about Roman Reigns, man? He's on Monday Night Raw, man. What? So I can't talk about Roman Reigns because he's on Monday Night Raw. If I stand corrected and my algorithms are correct and my notes here are in line, doesn't WWE run both Raw and SmackDown? Don't they both operate out of Stamford, Connecticut? What sense does it make? I talk about a WWE superstar who is employed by World Wrestling Entertainment. Who gives a fuck what brand he's on? Then I come and read the next tweet that is aimed in my direction, and these same Roman Reigns fans, they're talking about The Miz for some reason. Like, The Miz is the greatest intercontinental champion of all time. Roman Reigns is over, and The Miz is the greatest intercontinental champion of all time. It's interesting. I don't know. The people who listen to me who actually have a fucking brain, Shawn Michaels, Mr. Perfect, the Honky Tonk Man, I don't know. I don't think The Miz could even lace up fucking Kurt Hennig's boots. Period. I don't think he could lace up fucking Curtis Axel's boots. I don't give a fuck what The Miz is doing now. Yeah, it's the best work of his career. 10 years later. Now the WWE is finally utilizing him, and he's taking advantage of a brand split. Because, you know, if this was Monday Night Raw and they operated under one fucking company, right? Under the same fucking company, and they didn't have a brand split going on, The Miz would be nothing but fucking bottom-of-the-barrel garbage trying to teach an American accent to Adrian Neville. Remember that? Yeah. You don't want to remember that. Then I had some person come to me, well, let me do the goon voice, I'm sorry. Well, JD, Roman he's more over and respected by everybody that you watch and everybody that you like, man. He's respected by everybody that I watch? What? So, you mean to tell me all it matters is that the boys in the back respect Roman Reigns? Fuck the fans. That's what you're saying. You know, the guys in the back and the guys that work with him and the guys that fucking share a car with him and travel with him, that's all that matters, right? Because they're signing Roman Reigns paychecks. They're getting Roman Reigns the main event matches, correct? The fans don't mean shit. The fans who have been hooting and hollering for 3 years now to fucking do something right with this guy, their opinions don't matter though, right? Give me a fucking break, man. Roman Reigns fans' IQ are, I swear to God, collectively, Roman Reigns fans and their IQ are dropping faster than fucking Monday Night Raw ratings, man, as a whole in the IWC. They make everyone look bad based on their fucking stupidity. Get off my fucking Twitter. I benched like 7 fucking people tonight. And that's your Roman Reigns rant for tonight. It's not against Roman Reigns, it's against the fucking people who cheer him. Because they're brain-dead imbeciles. And you make me fucking retarded. And I don't want to fucking start spreading retardation and stupidity on this channel. I think I'm doing a fine job here. We'll save that for fucking Monday Night Raw. Because that show is fucking terrible. Okay? Smackdown on Tuesday, following a Backlash pay-per-view that was actually surprisingly good. Smackdown, again, better than Raw. Better than Raw this week, man. No hesitations at all. You know when the 2 hours goes by fast, you know it's probably a good show. And that's exactly what happened, man. Smackdown flew by. Very easy to watch. 2 hours. Hardly any filler. Things made sense. They pretty much did what they need to do and carved out their main event matches that will be at No Mercy in about 5 weeks. Listen, I like it, man. They're getting right to where they gotta be. Build towards No Mercy, get your number 1 contenders ready, get your matches ready, start building your storylines and where you want to go for the next 4 weeks, and build storylines and have them progress. And when we get to the pay-per-view, things will actually matter. We will be intrigued, we will be interested, we will care about what happens with everything that you're trying to show us for 3 hours when No Mercy Sunday comes around. I like it, man. I like it. Obviously, I would have done things a little bit differently, but I'm not going to complain. We'll talk about the rest of the show, which was very overly positive in my eyes after Monday Night Raw last night. You know, I don't think SmackDown was going to fail coming out of Backlash and going up against Monday Night Raw. Man, they could have put on the worst fucking show possible, and it would have been better than Monday Night Raw. That's how bad Raw was. But SmackDown was live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Wells Fargo Center, home of ECW, which had a nice little, chant going on for Rhino there, EC Dub. But Backlash has come and gone. Great pay-per-view. If you guys missed my review and results of that, thank you for 1,500 likes. Obviously, more, who listened to me appreciated what I had to say and appreciated my positivity. I thank you guys for that. Being that it is a B-level pay-per-view and a brand-exclusive pay-per-view, probably one of the most well-liked videos that I've done pay-per-view-wise in 2016. So thanks to you guys. You guys made that possible. I love each and every one of you. AJ Styles comes out, and not only is he the face that runs the place, he is the champ that runs the fucking camp. I don't know who's writing these lines for him, but it obviously is some creative fucking goon in Stamford, Connecticut, who is of the age of 7 years old, who still watches fucking SpongeBob and Barney. You know, throw some fucking Big Bird in there and you'll have a fucking triple threat match. You'll fucking go crazy. Seriously, who's writing this shit for AJ Styles, man? I understand AJ Styles is a cocky dick heel, but it doesn't need to be making these fucking cheesy one-liners. The champ that runs the camp, the fucking, the face that runs the place. I actually like that one. But the champ that runs the camp? I mean, did he have this script delivered to him written in crayon? I mean, who the fuck's writing this shit? I don't understand it. I mean, things like that, you gotta keep away from someone who's serious, like AJ Styles. You know, when he gets into the ring, obviously that seriousness is going to, come out and you're going to see that, but I don't need him making nursery rhymes in the middle of the ring his first night as WWE Champion following his victory over Dean Ambrose. I just don't like it. But John Cena comes out to interrupt. Cena looks a bit stunned, and this is where this entire segment turned very, very good. This entire segment actually was better than all 3 hours of Monday Night Raw last night. Cena comes out and says that AJ Styles has something of his that he would like back. So AJ Styles, in a typical dick-like fashion, takes off his armband and flings that. I don't need it anyway, man. I got the hardware now. Got the WWE Championship, which I won at Backlash and beat Dean Ambrose. 16th-time champ is here, but he's like, you still have something that belongs to me, and I want it back. And obviously he's mentioning AJ Styles' WWE Championship. He's not mentioning his fucking haircut or his boots or all the other accolades that AJ Styles has accumulated in 2016. He's got the WWE Championship, and John Cena wants it back. Now, we discussed this already. This is where they are going with this. AJ Styles beat John Cena at SummerSlam. There is no fucking way WWE is going to book AJ Styles in a match with John Cena and have AJ Styles go over 2 times in a row. Too many hints have been dropped. The 16-time tying Ric Flair's all-time record for world championships has been dropped. Cena coming back and immediately staking claim to the WWE Championship. This is all clues. These are all clues for what is coming. Oh, John Cena, I knew you'd come. Like Matt Hardy. We knew he was coming, but we didn't know he was coming so soon. And here he is, standing in the middle of the ring, already challenging AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Dean Ambrose obviously deserves a rematch, because they always do after losing the fucking match. And, he actually has a point, because he was low-blowed, and a low blow is not legal in WWE, but AJ Styles is a fucking heel. AJ Styles is a fucking heel. Who cares if he won with a low blow? That's what heels do. That's how heels get ahead. But Dean will get his rematch, and this is where shit got serious. Dean wants his title back. Cena cuts him off as well, saying that Dean didn't take AJ Styles seriously enough. Maybe Steve Austin was right to call you out on his podcast. Ambrose doesn't take kindly to those remarks and calls Cena a lazy part-timer. Now, I don't know what you guys are watching and listening to, but I don't think the lazy part-timer was aimed at John Cena. I think that actually has to do with Brock Lesnar, man. Shots were being fired tonight, not indirectly. They were being fired tonight, and I took away from this entire segment that Dean Ambrose was talking about Brock Lesnar being the lazy part-timer, being that it was discussed on the podcast that Lesnar did not want to do anything that was brought to him by Dean Ambrose in their match at WrestleMania. So I believe that was aimed at Brock Lesnar. Cena could be lumped into that as well, but he's obviously been a little bit more active than Brock Lesnar. Cena would be better off hosting award shows because he's not able to keep up with the new generation, says Ambrose. Shane McMahon comes out to praise all of their work before talking about AJ taking a shortcut, something that is unlike the WWE Champion, or something that the WWE Champion should not do. Therefore, AJ will be defending against John Cena and Dean Ambrose in a triple threat match at No Mercy. Tonight, though, it is Cena and Styles versus AJ and a partner of his choosing. So the storyline throughout the show was AJ Styles trying to find a partner to team up with him against Cena and Dean Ambrose. So that's what's going on with that. If AJ can't find one, Daniel Bryan will pick one for him. First match of the night. Following that segment, which I thought was great, man. I feel like Shane McMahon, though, was when he came out, he kind of killed the momentum a little bit. I don't know if you guys feel the same way about that, but when Shane cut off Dean Ambrose, when John Cena and Dean Ambrose were going on, I feel like Shane McMahon, though I knew he would show up eventually, and I don't mind that he got involved, but it was really, really, hitting that peak with Ambrose and Cena, and I was enjoying it, man. I didn't want it to end, not for a little bit, a little bit longer I wanted them to go, but Shane McMahon kind of killed all the momentum and the fire that was in that opening segment. Let me know what you guys think about that. So that was a great opening segment. Connor's Cure video they did, with the whole thing that they're, the little badge that they're wearing. If you guys, someone asked me on Twitter, the reason why they're wearing those badges is because they have to wear it. It is, Awareness Month for Connor's Cure, and they're going to be wearing that for the entire month of September. Everybody's wearing it. The wrestlers, the announcers, the authority figures, everybody. Usos versus the Hype Brothers. This match went 2 minutes and 22 seconds. They were still playing off the fact that Zack Ryder's knee was ailing him from Backlash, and that's pretty much what they did, man. The Usos, again, attacked Zack Ryder's leg. This match ended in a Superfly splash to Mojo Rawley, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Usos looking dominant, which I am assuming they will be looking dominant because when American Alpha comes back, that's probably what's going to end up as the tag team championship match, I should say, for No Mercy. And I believe Slater and Rhino are going to lose the titles somewhere in the next 4 to 5 weeks, man. That's just my prediction. I do see American Alpha and the Usos, in a tag team championship match at No Mercy. So that's just my prediction on that. And I don't know how you go about that, man. I really don't. Do you have American Alpha take out the Usos who beat Heath Slater and Rhino for the tag team championships? Do you have the tag team championships flip between 3 teams in less than a month, man? I don't know about that. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they handle the tag team division. But I honestly believe, I think the Usos are being built up in this division in which it's only 5 teams. It's not much of a fucking division. This is why I said WWE really needs to start adding tag teams. I don't give a fuck if you bring back the Headbangers. We need teams in this division to make it a division. There's not going to be teams to challenge for the tag team championship when all is said and done. We're going to be seeing the same recycled garbage over and over again. That's not what I wanted to have happen. Right now, they're doing okay. But as we get later on into this brand extension, we're going to need more teams in this division. So I don't know what's going on with that. Usos, I feel, are going to win the tag team championships, and it's going to be Alpha versus Usos at No Mercy for the titles. Kurt Hawkins was supposed to be making his debut tonight. We see nothing but a promo package with Kurt Hawkins himself. I don't know what the gimmick is going to be. Who cares? Unless he gets in the ring and he has some prominent role on television, I don't give a fuck what this guy's talking about. Use your actions and speak to me through your actions. That's all I got to say about that. Miz and Maurice are out in the ring for chat. Miz has held the title for 162 days, but he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Fucking assholes, dude. How can you actually look at yourself and take yourself seriously and look yourself in the mirror and brush your teeth at night? I don't understand this shit. You're looking at yourself as you're brushing your teeth in the evening before you go to sleep, and you can take yourself seriously. I picture these fucking people looking at themselves. Yeah, I said that, man. I really believe what I said. No, the fucking man staring back at you is calling you a fucking goon. He's not the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Nowhere even in the fucking discussion. End of discussion. But he's doing the best work of his career right now. I will give him that. So Dolph Ziggler comes out, and Ziggler says to The Miz will never be seen as a top guy. Is it really Ziggler? Are you talking about yourself or are you talking about The Miz? I don't know. Ziggler was never seen. He was seen as a top guy by the fans. The people who actually sign your paycheck and give you a fucking job to come out to every fucking Tuesday, they're the ones who didn't see you as a top guy. So, I don't know, Ziggler. You might have mixed up your fucking scripts a little bit. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Apparently, The Miz was never earned or hasn't earned any respect, so all he has to do is beat Ziggler one more time with nothing but the two of them. No Maurice, no Mace, no hairspray, no interference, no cheating. Just him and The Miz for the title. That is it. I wouldn't mind seeing these guys in a steel cage match, be honest with you. Put the IC title on the line, No Mercy, Ziggler, Miz, steel cage. I like it, man. I like it. Daniel Bryan comes out, and Daniel Bryan gets more reaction than any active member of the WWE roster, even in his retired days. Go figure. JBL says, the general manager of Raw. Can someone please explain to me why this guy still has a voice behind the microphone booth or behind the announce desk? Please, this guy is going to be the greatest get off my TV seller for a t-shirt of all time. He's going to eclipse both Roman Reigns and Eva Marie. This guy is absolutely fucking awful at what he does. Why he is even on television right now, after the blunders and the fucking bullshit he did on Monday Night Raw, how can anyone listen to this man? I don't know. He is awful. He says Ziggler gets a rematch. Okay? Miz says no because he wants his contract renegotiated. Bryan gets in the ring and The Miz bails like a coward, and he and Maurice disappear into the crowd. So I like what's going on here. It's very intriguing. And they just left you with a little bit of a cliffhanger there. What are they going to do with The Miz and his friction with Daniel Bryan? Is he going to book another rematch with Miz and Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship? Like I said, possibly a steel cage match or ladder match, something along those lines for the IC title at No Mercy. AJ Styles, the continuing story here is that he needs to find a partner. If not, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon will provide one for him. He goes up to Baron Corbin. Corbin isn't interested in being AJ's partner because he'd rather be his opponent. Wow. So Baron Corbin doesn't want to be in the main event, and he doesn't want to team with the WWE Championship. Okay, stand by catering with Jack Swagger. No sweat off my back. Seriously, there's some nice fucking strawberry shortcake in the back, Corbin. Jack Swagger ordered it specifically for you, bro. I mean, there's some fresh grapes, organic. I know you like that, right? We made some nice decor on the table back there. He's waiting for you. There's skull and crossbones all over the fucking table, bro. Black tablecloth. It's all for you, man. But you don't want to team with AJ Styles. You don't want to team with the champion. You don't want to be in the main event. I got you, bro. I got you. I understand your decision. Okay? You'd rather have the fucking organic strawberries. I understand, man. I understand. You want blueberries. You want blueberries that are organic, but you don't want to team with the WWE champion in the main event against John Cena and Dean Ambrose. This is the logic that WWE writers pretty much instill on their audience, on their employees. Does it make any sense to you? I mean, am I losing my mind? Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy with these skits? Baron Corbin is the lone wolf, I understand. But when you want to get ahead in the company, the WWE champion comes up to you. The greatest wrestler on the fucking earth right now comes up to you. Corbin, I want you to be my partner. What are you going to do? You're going to join Jack Swagger and fucking Kalisto in catering? Or you're going to go in the main event and team with AJ Styles? I think it's a pretty self-explanatory decision. Bullshit. So fucking stupid, man. I would have took him up on that offer immediately. Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin. Obviously, he was not ready for catering yet. He had a match against Apollo Crews. We've seen this on the pre-show. Match never happened because Apollo Crews ate an end of days on the outside. Beautiful move, my favorite finisher in WWE. And Corbin does indeed have one of my favorite entrances in WWE as well. He's got a nice package going on for him, but he's got to learn to speak. I watched a little bit of his Talking Smack interview on Talking Smack after the show went off the air. I mean, the guy's stumbling over his words. He's not making sense of what he's saying. Why is he here? What I got from him is I'm here to beat people up and make money. And they're shutting him down every time. So the WWE champion asks you to fucking be in the main event with him. You're going to say no? What have you done to get that opportunity? People would fucking kill for that decision, for that opportunity. He says no. He walks away. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Jack Swagger wasn't happy with catering on Monday Night Raw, so they brought him over to SmackDown so he can pretty much wisen up everybody backstage so they can use him to get everybody a little bit more on the same page as far as what catering goes. What should be ordered, how many napkins should be there. Plastic over paper, bro. I don't want to be drinking out of a paper cup. I need plastic. So Jack Swagger's on SmackDown. Listen to this. Swagger's on SmackDown, but they made Heath Slater run through a fucking tournament to get on SmackDown and get a contract. Swagger just walks in, hey, I'm here. Does this make sense to you? Of course not. Swagger says, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rolling Stones. Whatever the fuck that meant, I don't know. I don't listen to the Rolling Stones. This fucking segment is giving me fucking kidney stones, having this fucking goon on television. I don't know what this guy's talking about, but crickets rang through the Wells Fargo Arena. You've seen him wrestle for a long time, but you don't know Jack. Ooh. Now he's getting a little bit wisecracks with Jack Swagger over here. We, the people, are going to be a big problem. No, Monday Night Raw was the big problem. You did good getting away from Monday Night Raw. They're awful. So Jack Swagger is on Monday... forget about it. He's not on Monday Night Raw. He's on SmackDown. Listen, in all seriousness, they're going to use him better over here. I think it's honestly too little too late for Jack Swagger, but he will be utilized. We discussed this already on Off The Script. Swagger is going to be utilized a little bit better. He was doing nothing on Monday Night Raw. They're not using Swagger over there. They're not using Cesaro correctly. They're not using Curtis Axel correctly. Bring those guys over here. SmackDown could use some more mid-card guys. I mean, Curtis Axel would be great. He would be great on SmackDown. Don't know why that hasn't happened yet, but Swagger makes the jump from Raw to SmackDown. It's going to do him good. Hopefully they can utilize him in a way that make people care. Becky Lynch comes out, says that she is Becky Balboa. She won the Women's Championship. You deserve a chance. All over the place. So she is your new Women's Champion on SmackDown. First ever SmackDown Live Women's Champion. They announce a fatal 5-way for the number 1 contender spot. Whoever wins this fights Becky Lynch at No Mercy, Naomi, Nikki, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Natalya. You know, I don't mind that this happened. I really don't. It is kind of lazy to me that they just put all these women in one match again after we just seen it out on Backlash. It was pretty much the same match without the elimination stipulation. In the end here, Carmella, Natalya, Nikki Bella, and Naomi all fall to Miss Harley Quinn herself. Alexa Bliss wins, man. Alexa Bliss super kick to Bella at 5 minutes and 13 seconds. Actually, Carmella did the super kick, and Alexa Bliss, in typical heel fashion, threw Carmella out of the ring, said, fuck you, and covered Nikki Bella for the 1-2-3. One thing here, Nikki Bella is putting over the women on this roster so far since her return. You gotta give her props for that. Alexa Bliss, the newbie on the roster, getting the title shot, number 1 contender match. That is going to be a fun match, and I'm very interested to see how they develop some friction between Becky and Alexa Bliss. Now that we got 4 or 5 weeks till the pay-per-view, I hope they do right and make us care. But I do think putting all the women in one match after we just seen it on Sunday is just a little bit lazy. Just a little bit. AJ Styles comes up to Kane in the back after Baron Corbin denied him partnership. Kane just laughs. So Kane's another one. You know, Kane is a nobody. He's Mr. Get Off My TV worthy, right? WWE Champion comes up to him, he just laughs at the WWE Champion. So AJ Styles, consider yourself lucky that this guy did not say yes. That's all I got to say about that. Shane McMahon's out to introduce Heath Slater and Rhino for the official contract signing. Slater signs before anything else can happen and praises Rhino for being a great partner. He praises his kids and the fans. They'll fight anyone, anywhere. And the Ascension comes out to pretty much take him up on that offer. They interrupt and ask for a title shot right now. Slater says, whoa. Not right now because there's a table and there's a carpet in the ring and there's no referee. Shane says, you know what, fuck that. We could fix this. Let's get the title defense going right now at SmackDown. So he makes the match. And I want to be honest with you. Tell me if I'm a goon, but there was just a little part of me that wanted to see the Ascension beat Rhino and Heath Slater. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me. But more likely than not, there'll be comments in the fucking comment section on YouTube here that the Ascension are garbage. And boy, have the mighty have fallen, man. These guys were fucking great in NXT. I don't know what the fuck happened. Seriously, they got to do something with them, man. Repackage these guys, give them a little change, a little tweak here and there. These guys can be something, but after what you've done with them over the last 2.5 years, so why would anybody fucking care about these guys? These guys got a great look, they got a great entrance, and they're being dumbed down. In NXT, they were the fucking kings. Tag team wrestling was starting to thrive, and it started in NXT. And when these guys brought up, everyone's like, oh my god, WWE is really paying attention to tag teams, right? They're going to take tag teams seriously. And then the Ascension just fell off. They were embarrassed immediately upon entering the main roster. And I wanted them just a little bit. Some part of my brain said, you know what, I want to see the Ascension win here. But Rhino and Slater win Gore to Victor at 2 minutes and 4 seconds. So I don't know what's going on with Rhino and Slater. They're not going to have many teams lining up for competition. I mean, you got American Alpha, who's the other face team, right? And you got the other heel. Actually, no, I got that backwards. I'm sorry. You got the Ascension, who they beat. You got the Usos, who are probably going to take the titles off of Rhino and Slater. And then you got Breezango. Not many teams right now for Rhino and Slater to challenge. Probably going to be the Usos to take those belts off of Rhino and Slater. AJ says he doesn't need a partner, but Brian says he picked one for him. And it's one of the jobbers that AJ Styles insulted on Sunday. And it's actually the one man that pretty much has developed a loving reputation on social media. James Ellsworth, the man that's more over than Roman Reigns will ever be, is now AJ Styles' tag team partner for SmackDown. Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. Does anybody fucking care? No. Orton says that he's finally figured out why Bray calls himself the face of fear. Maybe, Mr. Orton, it's because Bray Wyatt is the face of failure. I don't know. But Randy says he's afraid. He's afraid of what? He's afraid of winning? Because he hasn't won a fucking pay-per-view match all year. In 365 days, Bray Wyatt has not won a fucking pay-per-view match. So obviously he's not afraid of you, Mr. Orton. He's afraid of winning. Or the WWE is afraid of actually pushing this man. One or the other. I don't know. But he's not afraid of anybody. Right now, Orton is ready for a fight. So Bray can come out and face his fear. Instead, Bray comes up on the screen to warn Randy not to sleep. Don't worry, not to sleep. You can watch Monday Night Raw and pass out in seconds. If you need your sleep, put it on. Cure for insomnia right there, bro. Cure for insomnia. The lights go out again, and Bray is on the floor behind Randy Orton, pulling out Chris Angel magic axe right in front of us. Who's smart enough to turn around before Bray can do anything, but behind him, Eric Rowan is waiting. But didn't they split up? Oh, I'm looking at this, and didn't Bray Wyatt walk out on Eric Rowan? I mean, did WWE forget what happened? Remember when Ziggler and Ambrose teamed up against Rowan and Wyatt? Bray Wyatt walked out on Eric Rowan. But now Eric Rowan is very forgiving, apparently, and said, you know what, I'm going to help him. Why? Unless you're getting the Wyatt family back together and Luke Harper's about to return. I don't know. But they come in, jump Orton, who scores a quick RKO to take care of Rowan. So I'm guessing, being that Randy Orton is RKOing left and right, he passed the concussion test, so he must be good to go. But we were still stuck with having Kane versus Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt losing to a chokeslam. Doesn't make sense to me. Something's fucking up. Something's fucked up here. Something is really fucked up right now, and I'm trying to figure out what, and I can't. John Cena, Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles and James Ellsworth. You know, everybody was telling me, JD, it's going to be Samoa Joe. I'm like, guys, I would love to say you are all right and have it be Samoa Joe. I think I would have fucking jumped off my couch. But Samoa Joe is hurt, number one. He's recovering from a broken jaw, from a Kinshasa from Shinsuke Nakamura. They're actually going towards a rematch between both of them. So until that actually happens and Joe passes the torch to Nakamura completely, then Joe makes his ascent to SmackDown. Not happening yet. I would love for it to happen, but not yet. So we got The Miz instead. The Miz literally destroys Ellsworth, gives him a skull-crushing finale on the steel fucking rampway, and then throws him to the side where the referees pick up the scraps. So that is AJ's partner. It's The Miz and AJ Styles versus John Cena and Dean Ambrose. I can't get into this match because these guys came out for introductions at 9:35. The match didn't get started till 9:47, and then they took a commercial from 9:51 to 9:55. But I'm supposed to care about the main event on SmackDown. That's all I have to say about that. I don't care. I really don't. When WWE decides to insert commercial ads in better spots, then maybe I'll review your main event. There's no way I can review this main event at all. The most important thing that happened here is that there was an AA to The Miz. That's the right decision. John Cena pinned The Miz. He had nothing to do with AJ Styles because they're not going to give that away yet because you know it's coming. You know that's what's going to happen to AJ Styles. 1, 2, 3, new champion. John Cena ties Ric Flair's record. That's coming. So The Miz ate it tonight. Post-match, Dean, number one, dirty deeds to John Cena, and Dean got booed. Dean got booed. Remember what I said on Backlash review. Dean Ambrose needs to go heel. I've been saying this for weeks now. Ambrose needs something to freshen his character. And I mentioned, Bray Wyatt is in desperate need of a reset. Whether that means turn him face, I don't know. But I would actually do a role reversal. I would have Bray Wyatt become a babyface, and I would have Dean go heel. If you're talking about SmackDown strictly, because I have a hope. I'm clinging on to the fucking strand of hope that the Shield reemerges and we get the Roman Reigns that we want. And we have an epic battle, inter-promotion with the Shield and Triple H's NXT guys, whatever the fuck they got going on. I got a strand of hope that it's still going to happen. But if that is out the window, Dean, specifically on SmackDown, needs to be a heel, man. He is boring. He is boring as fuck. But he actually got booed by dirty deeds on John Cena. I liked it. All in all, this was a very, very good SmackDown episode. It flowed very nicely. The 2 hours went by like that. And when that happens, you know it's a good show. Sorry for the rant in the beginning. I wanted to pretty much just stick it to everybody and do this to those people who continue to watch me, yet you can't stand my voice, and you can't stand my videos, and you can't stand the sight of me, yet you're still watching me and tweeting at me as if I fucking care, or if I fucking see it, because you've been blocked for 2 years, you fucking salty fucks. And you probably ended up watching this review all the way through as well. And if you did, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. If you guys are on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher Radio, Audio Boom, Google Play Music, all you gotta do, man, if you're on iTunes, 5-star rating. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Podbean, follow me on Podbean. Leave me a comment. And all you gotta do is follow me on Podbean. You'll automatically get a notification delivered to your device. iTunes, subscribe. Automatically downloaded right there for you guys. I'm on Stitcher, Google Play Music, and where else am I, man? Audio Boom, yeah. Who listens to me on Audio Boom? Probably nobody. But it's Google Play, iTunes, and Podbean, the big three. I would love to be on Podcast One. I would actually love that, man. But maybe somewhere down the line for that. But I am JD. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not done so already. And I will be back for the Cruiserweight Classic. The final tomorrow, man. Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr. To me, that's what I think the finals are going to be. I'd be shocked if it's anything else, and I think Kota Ibushi is taking it. I think the bullshit that they've been talking about, that he's not signed, was nothing but a fucking decoy, but that's just my honest opinion on that. Why would they say, you know, he's not signed? I don't understand. This is the guy that they want. You need someone like Ibushi winning this tournament. That's just my honest opinion on that. But we're going to see it, man. Live finale tomorrow, 2 hours. Going to be fucking awesome. Gargano and Ciampa are going to be fighting as well. Unnamed opponents. They're going to be on the show live. Ronaldo, Bryan, going to be fucking classic. Can't wait to watch it. So join me for that. Plus, Out of Nowhere tomorrow with Mr. Joe Cronin. All that plus so much more. I'll be back, guys. Thank you so much. Until then, I'm JD, and I will talk to you all for the Cruiserweight Classic right here on YouTube.com. Talk to you guys later.